Oh boy, what's going on, everybody? What's going on here today back again with another episode of the Pokemon Black 2 Randomizer Egglocks, episode number 18. I believe 18. When we left off last episode, what we did is we ended up making it through, halfway through, the Chargestone Cave, and we're going to continue and probably get out and end up in Westralton City. Yeah, let's do this thing. If you guys are hyped for another to the Pokemon Black 2 Randomizer Egglock, make sure to hit that like button down below because your support is greatly appreciated. And if you haven't already, don't forget to hit that subscribe button. YouTube analytics tell me that only 80% of viewers watch my videos are not actually subscribed, and only 20% are. Or 8% are. So let's just hit that subscribe button so we can close the gap and get more subscribers, because that's how you get more subscribers. Let's jump into the team recap. Up first is we have Colonel the Flyer Fetch, level 41 on the stick, Adamant Nature with Defeatist, Dragon Night Slash, Leaf Blade, Swords Dance, and Acrobatics. And we have, oh no, wait a minute, did I just realize something? Oh my god, we still have a full team of 6 Adamants. No matter how much I do this, I will always have a team of Adamants, apparently. Up first, we have Colonel the Firefetch level 41 holding. Did I do it? Actually, I did do Colonel. Up next is Safety First, the Pincer level 41 holding the Focus Band, Adamant Nature with Moxie, Rocket X Scissor, Submission, Thrash, and Swords Dance. We have Rayquazion, the Drapion, which is actually not a word. The Drapion level 41 holding the Toxic Plate, Adamant Nature with Sand Veil, rocking Bug Bite, Night Slash, Hone Claws, and Poison Fang. I have Atlas the Torterra level 41 holding the Leftovers, Adamant Nature with Magma Armor, rocking Curse, Bite, Earthquake, and Wood Hammer. Then we have Juice the Medicham level 41 holding the Choice Band, Adamant Nature with Marvel Scale, rocking Psycho Cut, Drain Punch, Bullet Punch, and Ice Punch. Then we have Aeron the Aggron, which is lost actually. Level 41 on the Leftovers. Adamant Nature with Adaptability, rocking Iron Head, Head Smash, Curse, and Dragon Rush. I don't know why you learn Dragon Rush as an egg move, but it works, I guess. And I don't have any repels, do I? Oh well, you know, it's fine. I decided to turn up the volume a bit because I just felt like I might turn it down a bit more too. It might be a bit too loud or a bit too quiet. I don't know. I might have to do a test myself. As the Marshall, whatever your name is, I don't actually remember what your name is. I saw Marshall. I don't know if your name is Marshall or you're a Marshall. Analyst Marshall. Yeah, right. Analyst Marshall. So what was I talking about? So today, it's a Thursday. Today I had one of the weirdest things happen to me. So I am at school. I go to my English class. Now my English teacher is a very, very interesting teacher. He really likes using very descriptive words. A lot of descriptive birds. Bird is the word. But that's not what we're talking about. So you walk up to his door and he says, go to the teacher. I'm not going to say who, but the teacher. Go to this teacher's room, and we do, and you think, oh, wow, he guess he's not going to be there. Free day, easy. And then he ends up being there. Well, we get there, and it's like maybe 8:22, because we start classes at 8:15, 8:20 or so. And we think that he isn't. He's there, but then the teacher said we were late. So we're there for like a good, like 2 minutes at best. And then the principal walks in and tells us, your teacher's already here. And we're like, that's a lot of experience. Not just that, but we're like, oh boy, I guess it's time to go down to actual class. That's unfortunate. So we're gonna do this. We go down to the teacher, and we're not met by our teacher. We're met by the dean of students, our teacher. I'm not gonna say who, but yeah, he tells us that he's not here yet. He will be here shortly, and he just tells us to wait inside his room and tells us to check our emails, and because he thinks he sent us an email, and we look at our emails, and he's like. And we don't get an email from him. I think the closest email I think he was talking about was the email that he sent us 19 hours ago, which was like last night, or midway through the day at least. So like, okay, we might as well just sit here, and then lo and behold, maybe 10 minutes later, our teacher arrives. By how we can tell is that we can One second. There's the, what's it called? What is it? What was I saying? I was saying we're met by the hearing of the dork, because he's a photographer. He's an English teacher and a photography teacher. So he has like this room that's also that's a photography room, and he has it. Ooh, that did a lot. Probably because it only does half. We hear like the jingling of keys, and he's opening the door to his photography room. And I was like, oh, I guess he's here then. And he's like, hey, and he walks in with his normal attire, which is a blue sweatshirt that says Yale Divinity, because that's the college he went to. And I'm pretty sure he only wears that shirt, and I'm pretty sure it's the only clothing he has. So yeah. I asked him once if he had a, why do you only wear the Yale Divinity sweatshirt and the blue sweatpants and like these blue sneakers? He says, oh well, that was just I normally wear like what's it called? I normally wear like, you know, formal attire different formal attire every single day. But 10 years ago there was this flood in Nashville, which was like when I was like maybe four. I was like, oh, like the flood in like 2008. He was like, yep, that flood. And I was like, oh, okay. He said his house flooded. He lost all of his clothes. And that's a rotation battle. Oh dear. That might be a thing. I wonder who I attack. I'm gonna wood hammer somebody. Or wood hammer a grass type. I'm gonna bullet punch somebody. I don't know who I'm going to, but I'm bullet punching you. Anyway, back to the story. He told us his house had flooded, and he was not able to, you know, get his clothes back. And of course, I'm like thinking to myself, I didn't tell him himself, but like, if it's been like 10 years, why don't you get new clothes? Because you wore the... Jesus. Okay, whatever you do, do not rotate to the right. I mean to rotate to the right, but it's so weird that it doesn't want me to. Okay, I think we're good. Yeah. I'm thinking to myself, I'm like, why haven't this guy gotten new clothing? It's like, okay, I guess not. So, anyway, back to where fast forward back. He walks in, he's like, he has the keys that he uses to open the photography room, and then he walks in, he has like the grocery bag, and one of my friends points out that it's probably like there's mints in it. Not like, I don't think what you meant by mints, like, you know, things you put in your mouth. I'm pretty sure mint like the other type of mints. I don't know what you meant though. I'm pretty sure what you meant was the actual mints, but I'm just making a guess. So she was telling, so he's like, hey guys, how you doing? Sorry I'm late. Mr. Please come into the photography room and you talk to you for a second. So I was like, okay, I guess she's gonna go into the photography room with him now. And then he comes back maybe like a minute or so later. He says, everybody, hey guys, well everybody, and I want you all to come into the photography room. And he's like, okay, we always do this every single class. And we didn't do much anything during that class. All he did was he spent that talking about his story. So, honestly, actual good story. So you walk in. He's like, hey guys, my wonderful, wonderful honor students, because can you? I'm gonna actually run into a freaking trainer before. I'm not meant to say. I was about to run into an actual wild Pokemon before I was able to battle you. Jesus Christ. Oh, please don't hurt me. Please don't end me. Yeah, good thing. I think I was at, he walked in like, my wonderful honor students, I'm sorry for being late. I was just dealing with this problem, and yeah, he began to explain to us that his doctor told him that his heart was beginning to, he's not really old, but he's decent old. It's like, he's in his 50s. So, he's in his 50s, so like, I think his doctor prescribed him to take fish oil, which I don't really know much about, but I hear it's very disgusting from him. And he tells us that he remembers only fish oil from his childhood best friend. I don't remember what he even said, and if I did, I wouldn't say it on video. He told us that his childhood best friend, his mother, would give him 3 tablespoons of fish oil every single morning, and he would resent it because he would hate it because whenever he'd spend a night at his house, his mother would also feed him fish oil. Now, 3 tablespoons of fish oil. Now, it's absolutely horrible, but nowadays it's not as bad because it actually comes in a pill form. Now, there stone, that's nice. Now, he tells us that now he has to buy fish oil. He's doing all this research, and then he gets them off, like, go to the grocery stores and buys them all. And then he gets like 3 gigantic jugs. Like, I think he described them as this big of fish oil that are in pills. I don't know. I might have to look it up and show some reference images, but Jesus. If I could record that, that would have been content. That would have been amazing content. So I'm just gonna explain you the story right now. So he tells us, he's like, hey guys, so this is how the story goes down. So I got all these pills. I put them on the shelf. Now the way he described the shelf is like he has this shelf upon another shelf, which is below a countertop. I don't know how he described it, but he described it in weird, which might be simple if he simply described it, but he didn't. I don't think he's good. He's not really good with taking it to the point. He uses everything as a learning experience, and he's a walking dictionary. Like, he uses words that I don't think I'll ever hear ever again. Maybe again, if I see him in my life again. This will hurt, I hope. Alright. But he's like, yeah, got all that stuff. I got the fish jars just hanging on the shelf, and I have this dog. Now, now he told us about, his dog. Now, we know this dog from the exam we took. In one of the exams, and one of the extra, I wasn't even an extra credit one. It was just it just said, surprise me. Oh dear. It said, surprise me with this one. And it just showed an image of a dog. We said, okay, class. I'm going to want you to guess my dog's name. Now, his dog was Shepherd the Great? Chadwick the Great. His dog's name was Chadwick the Great. And it was just this giant dog. And he also exclaimed about his like 4-year-old daughter or something, which kind of confuses me about how he have a 4-year-old daughter and you're like in your 50s. But, I'm not gonna ask. But, he talks about how during the night, his dog tries to get access to the fish oil by, kind of, not really jump on it, but, actually, yes, that's exactly what he did. He said the dog couldn't reach it, but he could reach it with his, his arms. So he started doing that during the night, and then he knocked over one of the fish oil jars, and it just was spilled everywhere. And the dog started eating the fish oil, all of it, a lot of it, like the entire jar worth, or about the entire jar worth. So he's like eating it, and he's also pooping and just making a complete mess. And it creates a horrible stench, of course. So, like, yeah, he spends like a good 20 minutes of how he was late, and he spent the entire morning cleaning that up. So, yeah. That is, interesting stories. I could tell you a lot of other stories. about how he taught other students how to sniff glue. Glue. So yeah, that is the story. I make sure to tell other kinds of stories, but you know, well, I explained that entire story, and you know what? Guess what? We're actually at the end of what's it called cave. Not what's it called cave. We're at the end of Chartstone Cave, so I will give you that. Thank you, Mr. Allen, for giving me time to explain to my viewers, my lovely viewers, or you call it my wonderful honors students. I guess you are all my honors students. I guess. Hi there, Brendan. It's nice to finally be able to talk to you in person. I'm Professor Juniper. You accepted the Pokedex and came all the way here with your partners. Here, I'll give you your evaluate yada yada yada. Master Ball, though. Let's go. All right. Alright. I think we're all as good. To end the episode here, I hope you guys enjoyed my story of English class today. If you guys did this episode, make sure to like the button down below because your support is greatly appreciated. If you haven't already, don't forget to hit that subscribe button. This is me, the Golden Golem, signing off for today. If you guys are ready for another episode, make sure to hit that like button down below, and I will catch you guys next time. Until then, I will see you guys next time. Bye-bye.